Alright, so just a quick little run through on this. I just made a quick little demo site of our tier 2 guys. So just to look at like the calendar, we can add all the tracks, add individual races in sessions, change them to sprints, do whatever we want. Turn this into our calendar. Spit those out right away. Since I already did the Vegas results, it has Warbird sitting there. We can go to driver lists. So this is where you just enter all the drivers. You can enter anything, bunch of in-game names, so like their different handles and stuff like that. You can search by any of them just by filtering them out. What they are, what they do, their numbers. You can do 3-digit numbers. We can do lineups. This is where we set like who they are, how many races they've done, how many they've skipped. Reservists, teams they drive for. Render the lineups from there. So this is how you get your lineup deals. Then we've got up here we've got our races. These are our results. So Monza's not up yet. Vegas, since it was a sprint, I just took the sprint race as the quali. So this is how they finished in quali. I didn't add any of the times or any of that stuff, but at least gave them a classification. And then the main race, this was their finishing time. It auto-populated this, but it's got our point system in there. Even's got Sexy Sushi's penalty in there. And then we can just run, generate the all the penalties from there. We go down to standing, so this is where we can just pop up our progress, all that stuff. The point systems, like I even have it set up so that the minimum race distance to be classified. That's added. There's fastest lap driver of the day, all that stuff. You can sort them by, I haven't updated any of this stuff. We can give points for quali if we want. A whole bunch of settings. We can edit teams, edit their names. All the circuits are in here. Countries, cars, all that fun stuff. Like huge database of this stuff. Then you've got driver standings, team standings. Then we just got the whole penalty section here. So this is like I can default penalty offenses. We can put our system in here, warnings in here. The actual penalties themselves, lists, and generate reports off how many, who's got what. The penalty itself, you just add a new and fill out all this information, like when we actually give it, or no penalty required, like I did for Sexy's here. So we did what race it is, the ID number, the time, added my information to it. Boom, that's done. And then it spits out his formal, write-up on that, or all of them if there's multiple. And then this automatically applies to the race results, so we don't have to do anything goofy from that if we were able to put their, gap or final time kind of thing. The one thing we'll have to look at is this live timing is where we would have to set up the port forwarding deal for anybody that's familiar with that stuff. All the telemetry apps kind of use this, but somebody would just have to run this in the race, and it would collect all the information about stints, pits, all that stuff, and that's how you can get where'd it go? Manage themes. So like in themes here, we can do race paces if they have like these calculators for that, how good you do in the certain sectors, how long you went on those compounds, and then even the race results will have all the lap times, all the stints baked in there, if we could do the import. We don't have to. We can do it like I did it, where it was just, you just start selecting. Let's go to Monza. Let's just say Warbird finished first, so I typed Warbird, and then let's just say I happen to finish second. You just go right down the line, and you can add your fastest lap driver, which is, you know, Sexy Sushi. Oh, yeah, it's got to be somebody who's already listed. Their time, driver of the day, Warbird, and then that's kind of how you get the result of that calendar. But yeah, it's pretty easy. The only, we can render all these other stuff like attack rating, top battles, longest stints, race pace, consistencies. All this stuff really only comes if we're able to auto import every race. We just do last race results, DNF, all that stuff's in there. So, well, sounds pretty good to me.